Hi, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi, y'all. On Friday morning. Not early Friday morning, mid morning, but it's still Friday morning. Alrighty. Going in for a noon shift today. So, going to get moving a little bit. So, the other day, Dave in Kentucky tagged me in a video he was doing that he'd gotten tagged in. And I haven't gotten into that kind of stuff much. Tagging people and being tagged. Kind of do my own thing, but sometimes it's fun to play along. We used to do that at Toast and at the original Safety 2 and stuff like that. We would have theme days and everybody would join in and shave with the same stuff or their version of the same stuff, their take on the stuff. So, why not? We'll play along. So this one was the Death Row shave, your last shave. Now, the first thing that pops in my mind, and probably everybody's mind, is, yep, Fuzzy would do his signature shave. And you're right. That would probably be what I would want. Now, but in prison, it's probably going to be hard to come along with a good razor. And Dave has some of the old prison razors. I've heard them called Psychos. I think that's what everybody calls them. They have you actually have to have a separate key to open them. It doesn't just open so that you can't just get the blade out. They would already have the blade locked in it and everything, and you would shave and they would get it back and they would, anyway. So he actually has a couple of those, which is really neat. I don't. So these days, I'm sure that it's goo and cart garbage is what you would use. Plastic cart garbage, I call it, is what you would use. So I'm going to do my version of that. Now, I don't mind using goo every once in a while. The Barbasol is actually a pretty good glue. This one's got Jurassic World on it, advertising stuff. So anyway, Barbasol was one of the first, if not the first, shaving cream. It originally didn't start in a can. It started in a tube and then it went into a can. So it's one of the original ones that was in the can, if I'm not mistaken, and it's been around a long time. I think it's one of the better goos too. Just simple, kind of straightforward. So for a razor, I am not going to use. I'm not going to use a cart razor. I'm not going to do it. Not going to happen. I'm not sure what it would take for that to happen, but it would probably involve a lot of donations and box of cigars or something along those lines to see a Fuzzy cart shave. But anyway, what I do have is I have this plastic thingy. And it's, VISHW. It was an Indian built. I don't think they're making them anymore. But anyhow, this one is one that I've used before, and it is a shade razor. It uses half of a, single half of a D razor. It's a shaved razor. So I just happen to have a bunch of these half blades. They're Derby half blades. Derby Premium, they call them. Is it premium? Well, I don't know. I guess. But that's what we got right there. So that's going to be our version of the Death Row shave. Our version of the goo and cart garbage shave is going to be goo and a shade razor, a plastic shade razor shave. So that's what we're going to do. I don't use the goo very often, And yes, I realize. Oh wait, that's foam. That's goo is the anything in the can is goo. Sorry, Sorry. Way it is. If it's in the can, it's goo. But I know some people keep it around for a fast shave. I think we've shown it ain't that much faster. You can get a shave stick and do a shave. I've done a 3-pass shave in 5 minutes? So, 3 minutes for a goo, 5 minutes for a real shave. Seemed like a pretty easy thing to me. Alright, well let's put a little goo on. And this is just the regular stuff. It's not any of the sensitive or the aloe or what do they have? They've got something Rush, Pacific Rush. Is that what it is? It was a big thing here a while back. I've actually got some Barbasol aftershave, and I should have brought some in here with me, but that's what I'll do. I'll put some Barbasol, whatever the specific brush. Hush, Luna, nobody's invading the castle. She seems to think everybody's always wanting to invade the castle. What do you all that noise for? Hey, don't bark at the people walking by. They're okay. Yes, they are okay. Alrighty, Miss Luna protecting the castle this morning, but nobody's invading the castle. So anyway, we have used this razor several times, and I like it. It's neat to take something that's built like this and get a good shave out of it. You can also do it with a two-sided thingy. Gillette made something called the Click. It seems like there's something else that they made that does similar, but on that one, I don't think they're going to last as long. And someone pointed this out last time. This one might actually last a little while because it's actually got a little hinge. On the two-sided thingy, the plastic just bends. It's just got like a plastic strip that bends across there, and eventually, bending and bending and bending, it's going to break. Now, I'm sure if I was on my death row shave, I wouldn't be as talkative and having as good a time and all, but just so happens I'm not. I'm going to get to do my death row shave, and then, I'll end up going to work in a little while after I walk the dog. So, and I'm not going to get into politics and talk about all that stuff happening over in Florida, talking about death row, or the lack thereof. Not going to do it. But the jury got it wrong. That's all I can say. Now, I understand the system. And when you have the system, that's what you deal with sometimes. So I'm not the burn it all down and restart type, but that time, my opinion, they got it wrong. Alrighty. A little more water in the old sink here. So I always wonder when I do these shades if I should put some more goo on and do another pass with the goo. And I usually don't. Now, that being said, I don't remember the last time I did a goo video, whether I did or not. But today, we're not. We're going to do one goo pass, and we're going to do a witch hazel pass. Actually, since it's our death row shave, we're probably not even going to do that. That's probably all we would do is the one shave. No, I can't let that go. I got to go to work, so I got to be cleaned up good. It would bug me to no end if I were to go to work with half a shave. All right. Actually, that's a pretty good shave. I feel a few rough areas that need some cleaning up, but that's normal stuff. They had said they were going to make this particular razor in an open comb, and I never saw one, never got a chance to buy one. If you can still buy these, somebody let me know, but I couldn't find them. Everywhere I looked for them, they were out of stock, and there was no one of those things where they couldn't tell you when and if they were going to get them back in. So it looks like they stopped. They were making them in India, and they're actually really neat. I mean, the handle's heavy enough, and it is made with that little hinge for the top there so that they'll last a little bit longer. I mean, they're not going to last as long as a real razor, maybe, but it's still a neat concept. It could be a little bit easier to get the half blades, the two-sided thingy blades instead of real blades. I can understand where that would be easier. Hold that thought right there just 1 second. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here we have Barbasol. And it is Pacific Rush. I was right. So that's what we're going to use for an aftershave. We're going to use the goo and the plastic thingy and Pacific, not specific, Pacific Rush. Woo, that's a good scent. Good scent all around. Ordinary shaver used to like that scent. He always wanted that bottle and he never got it. What do you think about that? All right, well, I got a dog giving me the death stare to go out. Although they did go at it like 3 o'clock this morning, so it hasn't been that long. They're not being mistreated, trust me. They're not. Alright, so that's my death row shave. I am not going to tag anybody because that's not a game I usually play. But, you know, what would your death row shave be if you could choose? Now, like I said, in all reality, if I could choose and I could get it, I'd want a signature shave. But this is my take on what you could actually probably get. Goo and cart garbage. So I did goo and a shave. Alrighty, y'all have a great day. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Happy shaves to you. And we'll see you later.